quarterback, Chase Litton, he's got some tools.
He does have some tools. We had the opportunity, you and I, to see his first start ever as a collegiate. But you look at the numbers now, look at his growth as a quarterback. Leads Conference USA in passing efficiency. He has the ability to stretch the field, and he does that with an outstanding receiver. When you look at Clark, Michael Clark was outstanding. He can stretch the field on the inside, makes a nice move here, and then he shows you the speed after the catch to take it to the house.
This guy's got some talent, and just a moment ago, the third member of our crew, Ashley Pickle, caught up with Marshall head coach Doc Holliday. And we are moments away from the opening kickoff. You saw the temperature. It is perfect. It'll be in the high 60s by the end of the game, but it is beautiful right now. Marshall will receive the opening kick. And Tyler Wilson will let it go over his head, and they'll take over on the 25-yard line. Just what North Texas did last week on their opening drive, Middle Tennessee. Here's Wilson. Tries to cut back, stiff arm, and he is going to be stood up right at the line of scrimmage. Chris Jackson, the true freshman, coming up from that cornerback spot. That's a good play by the youngster. Wilson to his right. Now in motion. They like to swing it out to him, but Fine rifles the pass and is batted away. Getting up the big paws is Ryan B. coming from that defensive end. That brings up fourth down.
If you can't get to the quarterback, and a lot of times a two-step drop, you're not. Get your hands up. Big right paw just gets up, bats it away.
And here's that great play by B, putting up that big right meat hook.
That leads to the punt.
Ball at the 41-yard line. Opening drive, Fine. Just dumps it off near side. This is what the kind of play they like with Wilson. Maybe gets a yard on the play. Only a 1-yard gain on the last play. Wilson, stiff arms. He is tied up, and he's going to lose a yard back to the original line of scrimmage. That's just a solid defensive play by Devin Durant.
They want to go quick. They want to run 85 plays a game.
Now, North Texas jams the line of scrimmage, but passes complete to Deontay McManus, his 8th catch of the season. He is the kind of guy that's becoming the guy and the player that they thought he would be when he came to Marshall.
Well, he's just a really big body. That's a great route. Sold to the outside.
Well, with Keith Moreland, I'm Ron Thulin. North Texas, second time they've had the football. Airing it out. That's going to be out of bounds. Incomplete pass. Chris Jackson coming down with the football. I want to go back to Chris Jackson on that play. When we've watched tapes of the first couple of games, teams have tried to pick on the freshman. He's been a target, but we've also seen him learn.
It doesn't take you long to be a quick study when you're a corner.
You know, I was asking the coaches, is he mentally tough enough to take this? He goes, oh yeah, he's going to be a good player. Third down for North Texas.
They're coming. Here's Marshall.
They're showing. Omari Cobb up on the line. Now he just drops back to the middle linebacker. Fine goes down. 22nd sack given up by this North Texas offensive line. Gary Thompson with his 2nd of the year.
Well, Gary Thompson, we were talking this week. Chuck Heater told us, he said, look, Gary Thompson's the most consistent guy we got back there. He's got a good motor. He's a senior. And, boy, he comes up right there.
That brings up a third down situation. Here come the Mean Green. Pass thrown. That'll be good enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 43-yard line. They go to the big tight end, Ryan Juracek. And you really were impressed not only with Juracek, but also Emmanuel Bird at tight end.
The tight ends for Marshall. This is as good a group. Ron is...
Once again, Omari Cobb showing like he's coming right in the middle for Marshall. Drops back, Fine keeps it. He likes to run. Shakes away from the first, loses the football. I'm not sure if Marshall got it. It looked like North Texas may have scraped it up, or is it Marshall? And it'll be Marshall's football. C.J. Revis coming up with the ball. Revis comes up with it. That is the 7th fumble recovery for this Marshall defense this year.
It just gets a little sloppy with the ball from the backside, gets wiped out. Ball comes out, and then great hustle to the football. This is your young mistake. It's just one of those things. You love the enthusiasm, trying to make a play, but sometimes you got to live to...
Litton keeps it, and he will walk in untouched. Touchdown, Marshall.
Doesn't run very often. But, boy, this is an outstanding play fake. Reads it, pulls it out quickly, right around the corner. This is a good read. See him put it right there. Everybody collapsing, pulls it out into the end zone untouched.
2nd down and 5. Hand it to Ivory. He is going to be corralled, and he's going to lose a couple on the play. Outstanding job defensively by Rodney Allen again. How many times have we called his name?
Well, I tell you what, he's been all over the field. He's been the best player on the field for Marshall. Recognizes it right away, comes up, defeats the block of Wilson, and then not going to let go. Gets him in the backfield, makes it a 3rd and long.
Marshall 3 of 5 on 3rd down so far tonight. Litton looking left, throwing left, near side, throwing it up for grabs. Nice job by Clark. Clark read that so well, stopped, had the presence of mind to go high for it.
How about this? His body control right there. Sprinting down the field, sees the throw is coming up short. Right here, you sprint and watch it. Just good body control. A little bit of a push right there, but not a big one. Knows his presence.
Had the ball a long time, but the good news is, if you're Marshall, they're only up by 7. No gain on the play on 2nd down and 5. Wilson is just tripped up immediately.
He's been a good player all this year.
Ivory goes in motion. Fine. Looks for that slant. Double clutches, and he is going to go down for the 2nd time. Ryan B coming up with the sack. 2.5 sacks on the season now for B.
Well, this is a covered sack. Fine was looking for a receiver, tried to pull the trigger, said, oh, there's great coverage. He had to put it back down right here. He reads it, can't go there. And then right here, he tries to go again, nowhere to go. Finally, offensive line just breaks down. Chad Davis on Clark out here, single coverage.
Litton ducks away from the pressure, scrambling, has some running room. Will dive for the 1st down. Good play by Litton. He lost the football, but they're going to mark him down to the 49-yard line. Good enough for a fresh set of downs.
Right at the tail end of the play here, he sees it, knows, oh, I'm going to plant my foot, get the 1st down. The ground causes the fumble. It comes out of his hands, but his knee was already down.
Little play action. Litton plenty of time. Throws to the man underneath. Inside the 45 to the 43 is Deontay McManus. Here comes North Texas, bring an extra defender. Litton steps away from it. A lot of green in front of him, throws across his body, caught again. Now Wilson now in the backfield with Fine. Wilson looks for a block, gets a nice block, pulls his way, ball is loose. Marshall's got it.
Well, that's huge.
Gary Thompson, who's had an outstanding game at that defensive end spot, coming up with a fumble recovery. That's his first fumble recovery of the season.
That's why I think you take a knee sometimes. If this ball just ripped out of there, it's going to be great field position and just a great tackle.
When Marshall took the field on Saturday against Akron, they weren't just playing for themselves or the fans. They were playing for the victims of the flood in West Virginia.
You know, something that's as catastrophic as the flood was this summer, you know, we reacted, you know, as an athletic department, as a university, I think in a proper and appropriate manner in regards to, you know, we had our teams out there and we filled 2 trucks and we took one to Elkview and we went down to Greenbrier and County and had a truck there. But I think it's one of those things where sometimes people forget quickly in regards to the devastation, and that, you know, those trucks didn't suddenly clean up the mess, and you know, there's still a lot of people suffering from that.
The response has been overwhelming. I mean, it was one of those things where I thought it would be, people would like it, and I thought we'd get a good response, but it's been incredible. The players have, multiple players have said how much they love it. The fans have been crazy about it. Probably, I think I came in this morning, had over 600 tweets of people, not one negative tweet. Everything was, this is awesome, I love it, great idea, thank you for the support. We heard from ESPN people retweeted it saying how cool they thought it was. even bigger than I had imagined.
In Rainelle, where I spent 4 years as a coach and a math teacher, I know all those people, and they had tremendous support from all around. People drove and would come and sleep in their car and stay all night and help them, but they're bouncing back.
While the game of football can be tough, sometimes life can be tougher. That's why the Marshall football team always believes in giving back to their community. For Marshall Today, I'm Elena Conard.
Well, hold on to your hat, folks, because this is going to be a good second half. Marshall will have the football to begin this quarter number 3. Nice kickoff return. Davis breaks it over the 40. This could be a foot race. Davis to the 20. 10-5. Touchdown, Marshall.
You said it was going to be an explosive second half. Well, can't be any more explosive than that. Special teams comes out, makes a big-time play. Boy, he gets a great block from the wall right here. And then watch this explosion right there. This is a big man. This is basically a big fullback. And he's got explosive speed as he separates and takes it to the house. What a run by Davis.
Had his first rushing touchdown of his collegiate career earlier in the ball game. They'll try running the football, and this time Wilson's going to be bottled up, and we have penalty flags all over the place.
This is going to be offensive holding. Now they stopped him for a loss. They're going to take it back. I would think you take this penalty.
Number 54 of the offense. Half the distance to the goal. First down.
That'll be the 6th penalty against North Texas called tonight.
Well, you get out on the edge, and the referee's right back there. You can see it. He can see him grab a hold of it. That right hand just takes him to the ground. That wasn't holding. That was tackling.
That's 2 points. Now, Chuck Heater's defenses have gotten better as the year has gone on. Pass knocked down. Thought they had the interception. Omari Cobb mad at himself.
Oh, it hit him right in the chest. Bad place to hit him, right in the hands. Watch Cobb sit right here. He's looking at the eyes. He has it right there.
Oh, my. Now Marshall dancing around on defense. Vine's got some time. Pressure backside, rolls. Trying to buy some time, and he is going to be hog-tied by Cobb. Omari Cobb has been all over the field.
I'll tell you what, this is a different looking team. Come out, get an explosive play in the kicking game, and then their defense comes up with 3 big plays in a row. And Vine unable to get to the outside.
Foster standing back at his 20, awaiting the kick from Eric Kina, number 9th in the country in punting, and he gets off a dandy. Foster will take it at the 17, runs right by the coverage, right up the middle, and they'll have good field position. Finally brought down at the 40 as Marshall will be honoring the 1996 1AA National Championship team, and they're expecting Chad Pennington to be in attendance. That's next Saturday, 7 o'clock Eastern, right here on the American Sports Network. And Chad's got a little suite right down from our broadcast booth, so I hope he would be there.
Well, he does. You can see number 88. Also Randy Moss right there. One of the most electric wide receivers in football history at all levels.
North Texas begins on their own 20. Fine. Over the middle. Pass incomplete. I would agree. Because it gives North Texas a fresh set of downs. And Fine chase from behind, and he will go down. The 3rd sack of the evening by this Marshall defense. Gary Thompson coming up with the sack, his first tonight.
Well, Gary Thompson displays solid football every game. He comes out, uses this time it's just a speed rush around the outside. He does a nice job right there getting to the quarterback.
How about Gary Thompson? 9 tackles tonight, Keith. He had 11 for the season. Pass should have been picked off. Incomplete. And they do. Cobb chasing. Fine. Doesn't get away from Cobb. I'd say Omari Cobb plays almost like a center fielder at linebacker. He just sits in that middle and just follows the football. He is outstanding.
He is good.
At the 25-yard line, Keon Davis joins Litton in the backfield. Little play action. Chase looking down the middle, has a man wide open. Down to the 48-yard line, Emmanuel Byrd, the big tight end.
Well, I tell you what, we talked about him early in the first half. Byrd does a nice job, can stretch the field, gets into that soft spot in the zone and the 2 deep, pays the price at the end, but a big play.
They bring 4, letting plenty of time, going deep, looking for Clark. What is it, a catch? Yes, what a catch by Michael Clark.
That's just great ball
Unbelievable.
skills. Great ball skills. He's got a little separation, ball a little bit underthrown. He comes back, just great concentration.
This was a beauty.
Watch the concentration. Ball's out of his hands, keeps his concentration, comes down, both hands on the football, secures it to his chest.
And it's 3rd down and goal. Keon Davis in the backfield with Litton.
Look for Litton to hold on to it on his own read.
And he does. Going to put it up. Throws wide open. Touchdown, Marshall. Ryan Juracek. They wanted him early on. They got him there. Juracek has made a reception. Here it is again. He just sneaks away from everybody.
Yeah, he shows block. You have the play action, and the extra point's good. And we've got exactly what we thought we'd have, a Donnybrook.
Ryan Juracek, his 3rd touchdown reception of the season, 14th for his career. And again, we look at it.
You can see him on the top of your screen right there. Blocks, fakes the block, then the fake in the backfield. All the linebackers come up, and the safety. He's wide open in the back of the end zone.
Splitting some of them out. And now North Texas finds they are tied. Wilson. No place to go. Barely gets to the 11. Outstanding kickoff coverage.
Great coverage.
Mason Fine didn't fake anybody out on defense.
Hey, we can win. And it's something that it's hard to teach. It only comes from the experience of being out there and performing.
Willie Ivory met right in the backfield. And he is dropped for a loss on that play.
And the other
Hernandez coming up with a stop again.
The other part of that is it gives you that.
Here comes pressure. Fine rolls away from it. Tries to stiff arm. That is not a chance because Omari Cobb's got a hold of him again. Heck of a job. Now Marshall goes to work. Litton, the deep out pattern, caught his favorite receiver, Michael Clark. 7th catch tonight for Clark. Ball spotted at the 43-yard line as we've got 8:41 to play. Nothing going on. I also want to remind you. Fine looks, gets clobbered at the 15-yard line, and he'll go down. 3rd time he's been sacked tonight.
They just brought more people than North Texas could block here. They were coming from the outside. That blown coverage or blown assignment there. He just comes unblocked.
Childhood friends, it's dangerous. 2 timeouts left for Marshall. Once again, we mentioned it when they burned their first timeout here in the 2nd half. Almost unnecessary. Here comes Litton. Sees some pressure. Steps up in the pocket. The out is caught. Again, it is Clark. Michael Clark, so 8 receptions. Oh, my goodness.
He's so tough to bring down, too.
Here comes some pressure backside. Litton throws. Caught McManus. Good for the 1st down. What a throw, though, by Chase Litton.
Boy, they did a nice job. They rolled Litton that time to stay away from the pressure. Boy, he had to throw that ball 35, 40 yards on the fly.
Well, now Marshall will try to do something. There's still a lot of time left, though. You never count anybody out in this game. Litton goes back to work. Throws pass caught by McManus. Goes high, able to get the 1st down and stop the clock. Third, play host to the FAU Owls. Once again, the final score 38-21. For the latest news and special features on your team.